Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Carboot haul live stream. I wasn't planning on doing a live stream, but I ended up having a pretty good Carboot for myself, so I thought I would just share a few of the things because there's a couple of pickups that. Oh, apologies for that. Yeah, and I picked up a couple of things that I was really excited about because I've not had before for a while, so I thought I'd pop in. We've got Jason Entwistle. Hi there, Jason. Blitz, Doctor Doodle Doo says hello straight from Ads to Z. Paul Slade, Richard Payne, Darren Smart's in here as well. John, is it Shiflet? Southwest Sellers as well. So, hi everybody, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. So, like I said, went to the boot fair today. Wasn't actually planning on going, didn't really feel like it, didn't go to one yesterday. We've got a fair few items that we need to be getting on and listing that we haven't really listed, for a while. So, it was worth staying at home yesterday, and then today I was about to stay at home, but Beck was going to work. So I thought, well, I'm up anyway and I'm outside, so it's silly not to go. So I decided to pop over to my local boot sale, and it turned out to be okay. In the beginning, it wasn't anything special, but I found a few items which kind of made it really good. So I'm going to just share those with you. I'm going to go I'll try to go in the order that I picked stuff up as well, so that I kind of can show you guys, what I picked up when. Now, like I said, in the beginning of the boot fair, it didn't seem particularly great, so I picked up, first thing I thought was even half decent. And I got this really cool boxed. It's boxed, but it's missing the inserts. It's a boxed 1-to-1 up to you pay as you go Ericsson phone. And I just thought it was so cool because I just remember 1-to-1 as a network. It's got its user manual, power supply, and the phone's in pretty good condition. I did pay £5 for this, and I don't think it's actually going to be worth a great deal. Assuming it's working, etc., I should get some money. I think I saw someone get around 20 something pounds because they described it as a phone that would be suitable for elderly people or someone looking for a really simple telephone just to make phone calls with, because obviously the size of it is really nice and big. The buttons are really nice and big, so it makes it quite user friendly in a sense, and obviously because they're buttons, they're tactile, so it'll be easy for someone to use rather than using a sliding touchscreen like we're all used to now. So Blitz says that was actually his first phone back in the day, so yeah, definitely pretty old. Alright, Sibk says the strawberry fields are somewhat like the car boot sales this morning, slim pickings. Well, I mean, this was, like I said, I thought it was quite cool, but for £5, not a huge amount in it, but I have seen someone use good keywords and get around 20 something pounds. So there is some money in there, although I've seen a lot sell for a lot less as well, but I'm hoping, because I've got the box, the manual, I'll mention that there's no inserts, but I've got all the bits and pieces. John Brady says that was my first phone. Yeah, it is pretty epic. I mean, when I saw the 1-to-1 logo, it brought back memories. So that was the first thing I picked up, and I was like, oh, okay, nothing particularly great about that, and there probably wasn't. Next thing I picked up was actually games related, and I actually got a Dreamcast console. You can see it says £20 for the set, and that was the console, the one controller, and let's have a look. Power cables there as well. Let me just get this. Yeah, it's got the power cable and the AV cable and all that kind of stuff, and the games, unfortunately, you can see are copies. However, because it was in pretty good condition. Like the Dreamcast is a bit grubby. It's a bit grubby, but it's not yellowed. So it's actually in good condition. Once this has been cleaned up, it should be good to go. And assuming it all works, I'm not that bothered that it's playing copies, because it will still play, you know, the legit PAL games as well. There's a Dream Key in there as well. They've even got Street Fighter Double Impact, which is pretty cool. Street Fighter 3 Double Impact, that's pretty cool. That's a really good game if you can get the legit version. So obviously these have got no value. They're not going to be resold. They're going to be just destroyed. I'm going to probably test it with this though, because this game is epic. And I thought, you know, I just said to the lady, I just said, would you take any less? So she had it up for 20 with these, and she said she'd go to 15. So I thought, yeah, £15 is pretty good. There we go. So yeah, so 15. So it says 20 there, but she accepted 15. So, and I was like, actually, for £15, it's a decent pickup, because it's got no games. And it's just, you know, it's fine that it hasn't got any games, because I'll still make decent money by selling it as console only, because it's in decent condition, because it has no yellowing. Just going back into the chat, just to say a few more hellos. Phoebe has joined us as well, Andy Wadsley as well, Richard Payne as well, John Breddy. Okay, Charlotte, Crap in the Attic, Gemma Lou, who else is in there? Witchwood Dreams, Shane as well. So nice to see everyone in the chat there. Happy Chap 84 as well. Yeah, so not the best pickup because of the copied games, but for £15 for a console which doesn't have any yellowing, I was pretty pleased with that. Next item. It's pretty cool. This is an iPod Touch. It's all working, really good condition actually, and this is a 16GB version. I did pay £10 for it. Now if it had been the £8 version, sorry, if it had been the 8GB version, I would have probably only gotten a resale of maybe about 20, 25 to 30 at tops, but because this is the 16GB version, I should be able to get 30 quid plus for it, so from 10 to 30, and it should be a pretty quick sale, because it's in good condition. It's an iPod, you know, comes with the cable and charger as well, so for a tenner I'm going to be pretty pleased with that. Andy Wasley says picked up a ZX Spectrum Plus 3, a Nintendo 64, a ton of games, some CD box sets, and a 60s Goebbels for 80 quid. Estimate I've got about £600 worth with that deal. That is a pretty amazing pickup, Andy. Nice, says Darren, just don't drop it. Yes, I'm going to be a lot more careful today. I think I've got full use of my fingers, so that's pretty good. So that was a nice pickup as well for me. Then next item I picked up was, I saw, you know, when you're at the boot sale and you see lots and lots of people gathering around a stall. Well, there was a guy that had turned up and he had a trailer, and loads of people and a lot of like the regular dealers were, you know, crowding around his trailer. And you know, like his wife was still at the table, and on the table they actually had this, which is just a camera case. It was a Jessup's camera case. So I went over to take a look inside of it, and I got the whole lot that I'm going to show you for a tenner, which is pretty good. And inside of the case, I got Canon EOS 700 body, not worth a lot on its own. You're looking maybe at a tenner plus shipping, something like that. But that's not really where the money in this bundle is. So I paid, like I said, a tenner for it. It also came with this Canon camera, an EOS 10. Again, probably not a lot of value. I'll double check, but maybe about a tenner in it. But this lens that's on the camera is a Canon ultrasonic 80 to 200, and someone has managed to get £70 for that lens. So from a tenner, just for that lens, it would be worth paying a tenner for all the rest and chuck the rest away, sell that for 70 quid and you'll make good profit. So 70 quid that's worth, which is excellent. But then there's still more. I've actually got this, which is a Tokina lens, Canon mount, obviously 70 to 120, 70 to 210 millimeter lens. Again, this one isn't very valuable because it's not a great brand, but maybe I'll get about 15-20 quid, I don't know, something like that for that. And then there's also another Tokina lens here as well, which actually has like a little rattling sound from it. So I'm not sure about, you know, whether that's working or not, so I have to double check that. But considering, you know, what I paid, that is really good. And then there's this nice little piece in here that I want to share with you guys as well. This is really cool. Unfortunately, I'm missing the back cover, but this is a Tele Plus MC7 2XMX. These things go for really good money. I've seen these get around 50 to 70 pounds depending on which ones, but so I'm missing the back cover there, but it's a 2XMX Tele Plus MC7, so definitely it's definitely, you know, a good pickup. This does have something moving, but I think that's just like a fitting there. I'm not sure whether that's meant to do that actually, but working anyway, these go for decent money. I'll have to look into that. It did come in its case as well, so it should be good. Let's look. Just going back into the chat. Wow, we've got 59 people watching now, which is brilliant. Okay. Carol says, Hazy, good to see you. See you live. Where's Bex? Bex is actually just chilling. She just had a nap. So she's actually just sitting and doing her bullet journal. But yeah, she's just relaxing, and she didn't go to the boot sale with me. Shane says here, just to say, despite the sadness in the last chat, it was so uplifting. The horn segment had me in stitches. Always love watching your chats. Really appreciate it, Shane. Means a lot. Love comments like that. It's you know why we make these videos, because it's so fun to do. Blitz says, yeah, never a good sign when the lens rattles. Yeah. Yeah, it can be a bit silly sometimes, Carol. It was a good day for lenses. I also picked up 3 today, says Sunny Verma. That's good. Richard Payne says, Z, do you look up the lenses before you buy, or just chance that they're good based on knowledge, quality, look? I don't tend to look them up because, well, it depends really. In this case, it was quite easy because it was a tenner, and you know, tenner's not a lot of money considering I had like 2 camera bodies, but also the fact that one of the lenses was Canon brand. So because it's a Canon brand lens, that gave me quality. I thought it's got to be at least 30 quid or something, surely. And then when I looked at the other lenses as well, they were Canon fit. Even though they were Tokina, you know, that, but it was the fact that there was a Canon brand lens there. And often you can get good money for just selling the camera bag. You could probably, I mean this may be a Jessup's camera bag. Oh, if I show you, so it's just a Jessup camera bag, but it's actually really good quality. It's actually a really good quality bag, really sturdy. You could probably get £10 or £15 for. You could probably get £10 or £15 for just the bag. Yeah, so you know that alone can sometimes help you make your decision. Okay. All right. Never a good time. Picked up 3. Wow, Andy Wosley picked up Mario Kart, Command and Conquer, and a few other N64 games. MC Cool says he picked up a Game Boy Pocket for 50p. That's fantastic. Right. Happy Chap says, could not go to the boot fair today as car was in the garage. Nice to lie in for a change. Yeah, I mean, I was going to skip today, but in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't. We've got enough stuff to be listing as it is, but, I thought that was a pretty cool pickup for a tenner. Then I think I'm going to move on now to my next pickup, which was for £3. I always pick these up. This is a Namco plug and play from, who is this from? Jack's Pacific. These are always worth picking up. Normally it's a good idea to first thing obviously you're going to do is check the battery compartment. They're often gunked up, but these tend to be pretty resilient, so they tend to work. I've not actually had one that hasn't worked for me yet, so for £3 it's worth it, because you can pick up around, you could probably sell this for around 20 quid on eBay, more if you send it to Amazon, so not bad. All right. Okay. Could not get, yeah. Crap in the Attic says I don't have any cartridge to test it with, unfortunately. Okay. Z, you should have done. I'd have swiped the Dreamcast. It gets better than the Dreamcast splits. Kevin Rosen says I got 30 just for a Canon camera strap. Always get Canon when it's cheap, says Kevin Rosen. Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty cool. 106 VHS-C tapes, says Pete's Retro Collectibles. Wow, that's a lot of tapes if you bought that many. Yesterday was my best sales day for months. 11 sales, 430 quid. That's fantastic, Andy. That is some really good. David Morse asks, getting a mini SNESy. I have not pre-ordered one yet. I wouldn't mind though, because they do look super cute. Okay, now this is something that's not what I would normally pick up, but I thought it was really cool. There's a lady selling this. It's a Verve Clicquot travel bag, and it did actually come with some Prosecco in there, like a bottle of Prosecco, but obviously we can't sell that on eBay, so that's just gone to the fridge. So yeah, Beck says you'll be enjoying that later. So you got this. It's a really nice little travel bag. It's like orange. It's a bit grubby at the front. It still actually has its Verve Clicquot tag. And if I open this up for you guys, I can show you. I'm gonna have to be really careful with this because I'm aware of my recent form. So I really could do with not dropping this because it will affect the value. Let's have a look. I'll just open this up for you guys. Ooh, here we go. So you open it up and it's got a space for the bottle, and it's got two Verve Clicquot champagne glasses as well. So you can take this out and you can enjoy yourself. I've seen people sell the bag for about a tenner. Now that wouldn't in itself be a good pickup. I paid £11 because I got the bottle of Prosecco, nice, nice bottle as well. It wasn't Verve Clicquot, but it's still nice. And I obviously got the bag, and I got the glasses as well. And I think I've seen someone achieve £20 to £30, something along those lines. So maybe a bit more even, but 20 to 30 I should get. So it was pretty cool. Nothing amazing though, considering I spent 11 quid on it. But we'll see how it goes. Just one hell of a good weekend. I've got one pre-ordered, says Blitz. I think I would like to get one pre-ordered. I'm not sure. Carol says, I don't need to pick up any stuff. I need to get on eBay and get a listing. I'm just starting out with online. Done Markets and Gumtree a while ago, though. Yeah, I'm with the same Carol. I think I just need to sit down and get listing some stuff. But I'm really glad I went today. So it was worth it. What else? Couldn't get any more, was limited to one each. Missed all the other sites going live. Got mine from Game. Lisa Fenn says, hi Z, sorry I'm late, was in the sewing room, no problem. How you feeling? Feeling good, Lisa, thank you for asking, really appreciate it. Surely you want to save that for Valentine's Day, he says, happy chap. No, that not gonna happen. I could do some Prosecco right now, says Charlotte. It was actually a nice bottle. It's like Italian. I don't know what it is. It wasn't Verve Clicquot though, which is a shame. Right, nice t-shirt, says Carol. Thank you. Gots to be happy, guy. Chris is in the chat. I've sold a couple of those Verve bags here. The flutes are plastic, I think. I used Picnic and Ladies. I got 35 for mine. I thought the flutes were glass. They felt like glass to me when I looked at them, Chris. But 35 is fantastic. So yeah, I mean, from 11 to 35, I'll be pretty pleased with that. Okay, we're getting on to the last couple of pickups. I paid £5.50 for these 3 games. The guy wanted 2 for a fiver. I said, "Will you do 3 for a fiver?" And then he said £5.50. I was like, "Oh, okay." The reason is I do like fighting games, and especially like Capcom and SNK ones. And I noticed this PlayStation 2 title, which is like, got the chunky sleeve on it, and it's got it's like a booklet, King of Fighters booklet, Maximum Impact, and it's got the game. The game and manual are in very good condition. Both the discs, can't show you. Okay, both the discs are there. Manual's in good condition as well. So I was pleased to pick this up. So just a nice game, King of Fighters. I might be selling it, I might not, but probably will. And I also got King of Fighters Saga Continues, not really worth much. Mystic Heroes, again, like a fiver game, so not great deal, but still should pick those up. And another punt I took, but I think will pay off, was I got a bucket of I've opened it actually. I got a bucket of Build-A-Bear stuff. There's a fireman's outfit there. There's like a Superman outfit in there as well from the Man of Steel movie for Build-A-Bear. What else is in there? Is that Spider-Man or something? I don't know. That looks like, yeah, there's some Spider-Man shorts, Spider-Man t-shirt. Yeah, so a couple of outfits there. Got some shoes as well. These cool sketches. Apparently, the guy said there's about 4 or 5 outfits in there. So for £10, I don't know how that's gonna go. I took the chance on them because I've heard that, it's like a small bucket full of Build-A-Bear. It is all Build-A-Bear brand stuff as well. So what I'm thinking is, sometimes some of these items like become more desirable. I don't know if I've got any of those in here, but I thought for a tenner, for the amount of outfits I've got in here, it should be worth it. We'll see. We'll see if they are worth it though. If they are, then great. If they're not, then no. But I know sometimes some of this stuff can be worth money. Darren says good time for Spidey stuff as Spider-Man Homecoming movie is out now. Good point. I would never fit into those, Lisa. Build-A-Bear is great. I have a few two listed. Picked up a wheelchair as well. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, so that's Build-A-Bear. Ooh, ow, bang my head on it. So that's Build-A-Bear stuff for a tenner. Now, this is my main motivation now for making this video. I'm not gonna lie. You sometimes when you find something cool, you want to share it because it's you're just really happy and you want to kind of just brag about it, I suppose. And I'd taken a bunch of this stuff to the car, so you can tell it's been pretty standard stuff so far. And as I was going, I decided to just have one more look before I left, and I went down to the final aisle, and there was a guy. I mean, this literally is just timing. I was at the right place at the right time. There's this guy that had a bunch of kind of John Deere type tractory stuff, and that kind of stuff he was selling a lot of. And he had like chain, strimmer wire and things like that. And he went to the back of his truck and he brought a bag out, and I just caught literally a tiny glimpse of the corner, and I noticed what it was. And before the bag had even reached close to the ground, I was there, and the guy said 25 quid for the bag. I was like, "Will you take any less?" And he was like, "No, I know they go for about 80 on eBay." And so I was really happy to get hold of it. And what this was is the first time in ages that I have gotten myself a SNES bundle. So for 25 quid, this really cheered me up, because I've not had a SNES bundle in ages. It's not the most amazing SNES bundle, but it's not bad either, especially when it's £25. So I've got the SNES, I've got an official power supply as well. So official power supply, which is really cool. Darren says John Deere tractor manuals fetch great money. Yeah, this was more merch. He had like t-shirts and things. But yeah, this is so cool. He's got the official power supply. 2 controllers. He has got an official controller, but it's got electrical tape around it, so that's not great. I do actually have an official SNES controller somewhere in the shed, so I'll grab that out from there. And then there was like a third-party controller as well, so put that down. And then there was a nice-ish selection of games. I mean, there's some good ones and some not so good ones. So I'll just quickly go through. So I mean, I'm really pleased I got this because I think this is my first proper SNES bundle. I've picked up a couple of SNES consoles before, but not not anything with this many games and for that money. So for 25 quid, I was really happy. It came with the Super Game Boy, and it has in it Mario Land 2. Bit faded on the old label there, but still Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy and the Super Game Boy. This isn't actually worth a great deal. I think this is around £6-7 on eBay, I think. That game's probably worth around £6-7 as well. That's the Mario Land 2, so I've got that, which is cool. I have Star Wars. That should get around 10 to 15, I think. So pretty happy with that. Return of the Jedi as well, so 2 Star Wars games, so that's pretty cool. Mario All-Stars. Now I've actually got 2 copies of Mario All-Stars, I think. Yeah, 2 copies of Mario All-Stars, so that's pretty cool as well. F-Zero. Now this game, I used to love F-Zero. I also enjoyed playing it on the N64 because it was super smooth on the N64. And I was surprised that it's not worth a massive amount on the Super NES, but still should get around 10 to 15 on eBay, I think, for that one. So pretty cool. Sensible Soccer. Not worth a great deal of money, but I used to play a lot of Sensible Soccer on the Commodore Amiga, so I was pretty happy to find one. Oh, Nick's in the chat as well. Hi, Nick. Yes, SNES find. Not as good as your console pickup, but still pretty cool for 25 quid. What else? And Super Mario Kart, so that's a good one. That normally fetches around £25. The cartridge is a bit manky, as you can see. There's some gunk around that screw, and it's yellowed on the back. But I might do what Nick did and swap a few of the backs over for some of the less valuable games. So Super Mario World, because inevitably the worst games tend to have the least wear on them, or the least played games. I mean, Desert Strike, I don't think that's worth a great deal, but look, the cart is mint, so typical. This one is called Strike Gunner, Super Strike Gunner. That's in good condition, but I think that fetches around 15 on eBay. And then what else have we got here? We have got World League Basketball. I think this is probably one of the least valuable SNES games you can get, maybe about a $5 or something, I don't know. And then there is Exhaust. Is it Exhaust something? Exhaust Heat. So again, that's not going to be worth a lot, maybe like a $5. So in total, like I said, the console and this bunch of carts for £25. So that for me was like really something, yeah, it was just exciting for me, really. I was really happy to get it, so that was probably my main reason for wanting to come on and share those. Check Amazon for some of those games, he says, Nick. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. Blitz says, I've seen one, missed out because I didn't ask if they had any games. Someone behind me asked and got it with a ton of games, including Castlevania for £40. Well, that's painful, Blitz. Steve W says used to love SNES with Mario, yeah, Mario Kart, etc. Yeah, definitely. Nick says I sold 2 Mario All-Stars at FB at £25 each within hours of hitting the warehouse. Do you have the screwdriver to open Cart Z? I don't have the screwdriver. No, it looks like a weird one. I'll have to check it out. So I'll have to check that out. But I was pretty happy. And so far so good, nothing dropped. Yeah, so that was that. I'll be honest, guys, that was probably my main motivation for coming on, because I wanted to just share that, because it's the first time I found like a SNES bundle, and for 25 quid I was really chuffed. I think that's it though. I don't think I have anything else to share. Oh yeah, I did get this Aston Martin cap for £1, complete with forehead sweat, discoloration, bit of discoloration there as well. So not a great pickup there for £1, but still. And that's pretty much all the pickups. Just wanted to share those with you guys, especially obviously the SNES. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments section. And obviously I'll see you guys. Obviously Nick and Andrew are going to be on later tonight as well, so obviously I'm sure everyone will check them out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching.